You want to hear content about the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia 76ers? That's straight to the point, no nonsense, no over-the-top shenanigans. Say what we got to say and keep it moving. Then you made the right choice coming to Nicky Steve's channel, so stay tuned. All right, YouTube, Nicky Steve's back again with another one. My last video, I talked about the Eagles trading down from the number 6 to number 12 pick, which I am not happy about. In this video, I'm going to talk about several subjects. I am going to talk further about that decision the Eagles made to trade down. I'm also going to talk about why I'm going to give you why I don't talk about certain rumors. I'll explain why I don't like to talk about them. For those of you wondering why I haven't made videos about certain rumors during free agency, I'll explain why. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the NFL adding a 17th game. So there's going to be several subjects. If you don't want to watch the whole vid, you want to watch me talk about a certain subject. Like say you want to know what my thoughts are after a couple days about the Eagles trading down. Go to the description box, and where you see trade down thoughts, click on the time next to it. It'll take you to that part of the video, and you can watch that part. Now, if you want to watch my part where I talk about the 17th game, go to 17th game in the description box, click the time next to it, and you can watch that part. So if you don't want to watch the whole video, you want to watch it in the parts, that's the way to do that. I know, let's get right to it. All right, so on Friday, I came out here and made that vid. I was not happy about that trade the Eagles made at all. I thought it was a terrible idea to surrender the leverage the Eagles had in the draft with the number 6 picks to surrender it to the Dolphins. Now they got the number 12 pick. Now, there are some people that see potential long-term upside to that. And yes, now I've had some more time to think about it. And yes, there certainly is some potential there. There's the potential for 3 first-round picks in 2022. So you got the potential for a regular pick, possible first-round pick from the Colts, and now the extra pick from the Dolphins. So there is that potential to build up 3 first-round picks next year. So there is that potential upside to it. However, knowing the Philadelphia Eagles' history with drafts, what makes you think, number one, based off history, that they're going to pull it off proper, and number two, that they're still going to have those 3 picks by next year? What makes you think they won't trade away that pick sometime beforehand? And I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but based off recent history, where is the room for optimism when it comes to Eagles drafts, especially if it has Howie Roseman's name attached to it? We'll say, okay, we got the extra first-round pick in return. We can build up long-term. Possibly we can. But knowing the Eagles, why should I be optimistic about it? Look at their history. Look at their horrible draft history. I was watching Philly Fresh's video where he gave his thoughts on the subject. When you click on the icon, you can check out that vid. In his video, he brought up, and I'm going to reiterate his point, how horrible we've been at drafting wide receivers as it is. Remember in 2001, we took Freddie Mitchell over Chad Johnson / Ocho Cinco. Also that year, we took Freddie Mitchell over Reggie Wayne. I'll even throw another, even 2000, we took Todd Pinkston over Lavernius Coles. I mean, we also took in other instances, we took, of course, DK Metcalf. We took JJ Arcega-Whiteside over him. We have a long history of making bad picks when it comes to wide receivers. What makes you think, based off recent history, that anything's going to be different? Until I actually see the Eagles do something different, actually do better with the draft, do you think that's going to be any different this time around? Not to mention, you want another example. In 2014, we took Jordan Matthews over Devontae Adams. So there's another example. There's at least 3 different examples I can think of with wide receivers where we botched the draft throughout the course of the 21st century, going all the way back to 2000. No, it's 4 different examples. What makes you think, though? Again, you go all the way back. 2000, we took Todd Pinkston over Lavernius Coles. 2001, we took Freddie Mitchell over possibly Reggie Wayne or Chad Johnson / Ocho Cinco. Another example, we go forward to 2014. We took Jordan Matthews over Devontae Adams. Oh, wait, I think there was one more wide receiver. I'm trying to that we could have gotten in 2014 instead of a Jordan Matthews. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think there was another receiver on the board we could have gotten that would have been better. But then, of course, you get to 2019. JJ Arcega-Whiteside over DK Metcalf. I mean, the list goes on and on. And this is a trend that's continued years after years and years and years. And here we were in a position where we had the number 6 pick, a chance to possibly finally draft a good wide receiver. We gave that up. And you really think by number 12, you're going to have Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, or Devontae Smith on the board? Do you really think that's going to happen? I mean, we still could get a J.C. Horn. I know Tone DeShields And shout out to Tony Shields that said we could get J.C. Horn realistically. Okay, and that could be a good option. Then again, there's also the possibility that years from now, one of those guys, just Pitts, Chase, or Smith, all pan out. Or say two of them get drafted before the Dolphins draft number 6, say like Jamar Chase is still on the board at number 6. I'm just using this for example. You'll understand where I'm going. But say Jamar Chase is left out of those 3 guys. He gets drafted at number 6, let's say. Or he gets drafted at number 7, say. Then we Eagles come down to number 12. Okay, they get J.C. Horn. Maybe J.C. Horn turns out to be solid, but the other guy that got taken at 6 or 7 that could have been our pick turns out to be better. And we're in a position a few years from now, we could be looking back saying, man, we should have kept that number 6 pick. And then again, it could turn out that we could be looking back on it saying, you know what? Maybe this wasn't such a bad thing. We'll have to see about that. But based off recent history, what do I have to be optimism with all the poor draft decisions they made over the years? And this isn't solely wide receivers. Remember 2011 when they drafted Jaquan Jarrett over Richard Sherman? You remember that? Some of you probably not even remember who Jaquan Jarrett is. Barely played in the NFL. Meanwhile, we could have had Richard Sherman. I mean, there's so many examples of poor drafting over the years. Situation we are in that we can look back and say, man, those 3 first-round picks we got in 2022 really helped us. I do hope that's the case. Don't get me wrong. But based off recent history, especially with Howie Roseman in charge, what is there to be optimistic about? I know, I'm about to switch gears. And now, a lot of you that are on here making videos, watching my vid, you've been following my channel. You see, I don't really make videos addressing certain rumors. Like, I didn't make a video about the Deshaun Watson trade rumors. Notice I don't really talk about those subjects. There's several other rumors I haven't even mentioned or acknowledged yet. And I'll explain the reason why. Because there's so many rumors put out there. I mean, so many freaking rumors put out there around free agency, around who's going to sign with this team, who's going to sign with this team. I mean, how many times have we heard these rumors with the Eagles throughout the years? Remember back in 2019, some of the Le'Veon Bell rumors and talk that he was going to sign with the Eagles? Well, how did that one work out? And all these Deshaun Watson rumors, I'm not seeing any evidence to prove it. There's no evidence to back it up. And I've also heard the rumors that the Eagles aren't sold on Jalen Hurts, which there's been conflicting rumors on that. That's another reason I don't talk about certain rumors. Because you take the Jalen Hurts rumors, there's been conflicting reports going on. First, there's the report that Jeffrey Lurie wants to build a team around Jalen Hurts. Then there's the rumor they're not sold on him, that they tried to trade up and they couldn't trade up. So that, I mean, there's so many different rumors going around. One minute it's this, next minute it's this. Like 1 minute we're talking about Deshaun Watson, next minute we're talking about whether or not the Eagles are sold on Jalen Hurts. I mean, now some of these rumors could turn out to be true. Only time will tell. But the reason I don't talk about it is because there's so much crap that goes out there. Remember, just a few weeks ago, we were talking about Juju Smith-Schuster. And now it seems like some of that talk is quieted down. I mean, I don't even talk about these things because there's so much in-the-moment rumors out there that the media likes to put out there to get people talking, that it's just so many different rumors that 1 minute they're there, the next minute they fall flat. I mean, you've seen it time and time again. That's why I don't like to talk about it. Because you can be hearing that, remember there was a brief rumor back in the 2018 season. Some of you might remember that LaShawn McCoy could return to the Eagles, that the Bills and the Eagles would do a trade. Remember the year after a Super Bowl run, there was a brief rumor we could bring back LaShawn McCoy. Well, obviously that never panned out to be. The point being is, I mean, you see it time and time again, whether it's the offseason, during the season, draft rumors, that I don't care to talk about them. I mean, I'll talk about what's actually going on. And sometimes these rumors do turn out to be true. Sometimes you'll have certain rumors that obviously will pan out to be true. Now I'm going to use some examples elsewhere. From like, you had the Tom Brady, there were rumors linking him to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for a bit. But then obviously that turned out to be true, and we saw what happened there. But you'll get some rumors that do turn out to be true. And there was also the rumors that the Eagles were going to trade down when they had the number 6 pick. I didn't make any videos talking about it until it actually happened a few days ago. But point being is, yes, you will get some rumors that are true, but for all these rumors that are true, there's a bunch of random rumors thrown out there. And I don't feel like wasting my time getting on here making videos about it, only to see within a few days that rumor die down. Then I find myself wondering, well, why did I make that video even talking about it? the way I'm going to do it is, if something's about to happen or I know it's going to happen, like once something happens, I'll come on here and talk about it. See, I didn't talk about the rumors of the Eagles trading down from the number 6 pick when we did have that pick. I didn't talk about it, but then once it happened and we actually did trade down, then I came here and talk about it. Like I said, I don't feel like wasting my time doing all that. Plus, just like everyone else, we got other obligations in our life. We have other personal responsibilities. We have work. Some of us have work responsibilities. Like we actually have jobs outside of YouTube. We have someone like myself. I have other things outside of YouTube to focus on. That's why I'm not going over. Another reason I'm not going around talking about all these trade rumors. But the point is, the two reasons I don't talk about these trade rumors are, number one, they take up a lot of time and a lot of them turn out to be BS. Number two, I got other important obligations to focus on in my life. So yeah, that's why I don't talk about all these different trade rumors going on. And, I got one more subject I want to talk about pertaining to football. It's officially confirmed today that, we're going to have a 17-game NFL season going forward, starting this upcoming season. And I had heard talks about it before, but again, kind of like the previous subject, I wasn't going to talk about it until something actually happened. And it's official, there will be a 17-game season. I already did a vid saying that the Eagles' schedule could be favorable for them as long as they put together the right pieces for the team. And while here we are now, we're getting a 17th game added. We already had the AFC West, which consists of the Kansas City Chiefs, with Andy Reid as their coach, of course, the Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers, and Las Vegas Raiders. Then we also get the NFC South, the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints, and of course, Carolina Panthers on our schedule. Then we do get the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers as well of our division. And now we get an extra game. Now, the way it's going to work with the schedules out is it's going to be the NFC East versus the AFC East, the team that finished in each place respectively. Like, for example, for us, because we finished in last place, the NFC East, we play the Jets, who finished in last in the AFC East, which means the football team, until they finally get a name, will play the Bills. The Cowboys will play the Patriots because they both finished in third. And then, of course, the two second-place teams in each respective division, Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants, will play. So that's how it's going to go down. So we also got, it's going to be the AFC North and the NFC West. The Seattle Seahawks, Pittsburgh Steelers, respectively first in their divisions, play each other. That's the Week 17 game, how it's going to work. Now, we got the Jets. Like I said, we did have a relatively easy schedule, and having the Jets on the schedule, we're definitely going to stick to having an easy schedule with the Jets on the schedule. So that, and one thing is, we've always beaten the Jets in the regular season. Like, what are we, like 15-0 or something against the Jets in regular season games? You can correct me if I'm wrong about the number in the comment section, but we're undefeated against the Jets in regular season games. And we all know the Jets, that's another bad team. That's another easy game for us on paper. Now, obviously, by the time we get to the game against the Jets, who knows what could happen. Maybe the Jets are finally long overdue to beat us in a regular season game, but I'm not going to get too into that. But on paper, yeah, our relatively easy schedule is going to stick with that extra game playing against the Jets. Now, as far as the 17th game goes, I think it's greed by the Shield. I don't think it's necessary, but it's greed to try and push over additional revenue. Now, I think it's possible by adding that extra week. This could be a situation now where you get some people that pay tickets. This is something that could be a problem going forward. Say if a home team's fans wants to pay tickets, they see this as an extra opportunity to go see their team, but then by the time they get there, some of the players they paid for aren't going to be playing, or you got a lot of players starting or resting because they're already got a playoff seed. You get the point. There's a lot of things that could potentially make the fans unhappy. There's risk for a lot of injuries to occur, and a lot of teams might not be happy about it. A lot of fans might not be happy about it. That's all it is. It counts for extra TV revenue, extra live event revenue. I think it's greed by the Shield. I don't think it's necessary to add a 17th game. We got the 16-game schedule. I think works perfectly with 32 teams. You have a great you start after Labor Day, go all the way till December or the first weekend in January, and then you do the playoffs. I think that I just don't get what's the point of it. Well, I know what the point of the extra week is, I stated, but it just seems like if it ain't broke, don't change it. It's the way I see it. But obviously, the NFL's letting desire for more revenue get in the way. I don't want this video to go on too long. For everyone that watched, if you watched the entire video, thank you for watching the entire video. If you even watch parts of it, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Those of you still with me or watch the final part, if you're watching this video currently, hit the like button to show your support for the channel. If you're new and you haven't subscribed, do so and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload a new vid. Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of all the subjects. To everyone watching, have a wonderful day or night. Nikki Steve signing off, and I'll see you for the next one. You like that straight to the point mentality? No nonsense, no shenanigans? Hit that subscribe button, because that's what we do on this channel every video. Straight to the point, no shenanigans, no nonsense. If that's what you want, then you better hit that subscribe button.